Good morning, everybody. For me, this is afternoon. I've already got tomorrow's video uploading at the moment. But just in case the weather is, excuse me, picking up a kitty cat. Just in case the weather's no good and I can't record, I'm going to go ahead and do it now. It's still raining. I don't think it's ever going to stop raining, ever again. So, I am looking at tomorrow, or tonight I guess, and in the morning, Helene, I guess is her name, the hurricane, will be coming into Georgia, down where I'm at. I'm at the southwestern side. Depending on which way it goes, I'll have to worry about it. I have real-time weather here. I have satellite, and until that goes out, and even at that, I've got cell signal enough in the camp to pull up the weather maps. So I'm never going to be completely caught off surprise on this. Now, obviously, and we also have, at the entrance to the camp is their big siren. So if there's a tornado warning or a severe warning, that'll go off. So we have that. We have, right over here to my left is a smaller bathroom. That's concrete block building, so it can hold up to a hurricane. The big one where the showers and everything are, it's a little bit further away. I would get in the car and drive over there. And people have sat in there before. And the weather's gotten bad here because they're in trailer homes. I'm in a tent. My tent is actually as secure as the trailer homes are. If it's going to blow over a trailer, it would blow over a tent, but I know that this tent has survived 60-mile-an-hour winds. I had 40-mile-an-hour winds break off one of the lanyards, and it probably wasn't secured very well. I put it back, and I've doubled up my lines now, so I've got more, and so I've actually seen this thing surviving 60 miles an hour. Now, if they get 70 and 80, all bets are off. I'm in trees. I would probably leave the trees to try to get someplace a little bit more secure. I've sat in my car and watched the wind blowing my tent around. My previous tent would tend to collapse in high winds, but it wouldn't tear up. It just pushed down and the wind dies off and it would blow up, come back up again. This one here stands pretty tall and stands secure. I'm not too worried about it, but I'm not going to stay in the tent if I've got 80-mile-an-hour winds coming. If there's a tornado coming, I'll go get in shelter. These are common sense things that people should know how to do. I'm an ex-scoutmaster. I've done this many, many times. All right, so for the video today, as we're looking around the world and what they're doing and how they're distorting the truth, changing the truth, to meet Satan's man properly when he gets here, we're going to look at the harlot. And we're going to look at the harlot just near the end of her reign, but Revelation 17 does a good job of telling us who the harlot is, who the beast is. It's all explained. And then God destroys him. We have to get to that point. Okay? We don't. The world does. Are you biting me again? Did you stop biting? Meow. He was sleeping for a little while. I think the rain is bothering him to a degree. I'm trying to stay calm so that it passes on to him. Okay. I am going to turn to Revelation 17 in just a second. I got to do my normal bookkeeping. If you like this channel, click on the like button. Costs you nothing. Subscribe also costs you nothing. And click on the bell icon. That will cost you a little bit of an interruption to tell you when I'm posting a new video. Now, I typically post my videos 6 in the morning, the day after I record them. What you're hearing is the water running off of my tent. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I'm trying to talk a little louder just so you can hear me. I've got the cat back again. He didn't want to be by himself. So subscribe, click the bell icon, share these videos with your friends. It's one way to get past the algorithm that they keep putting on me. I'm having trouble uploading right now, so I'm making this second video, and when I get it done, I will probably, if it doesn't start doing better, go in town and just sit and upload them like I used to do. This rain is from here all the way down to Cuba. I don't think there's a break in it. And the hurricane, I believe, is up to Category 2 or 3 right now. It's formed again after it went over Cuba. It might make it to 4 when it hits land, but if it does, it won't do much. It won't do much at 4. It will immediately start coming down. And if it hits us during the night, that's the best time. And if it hits us straight on, that's also good. The bands are where the tornadoes are. And the ones on the eastern side are worse. So if it stays to the east, we're in good shape. We're going to get some rain. We've been getting rain. It rained pretty much all day yesterday and all day today so far. There's been some gaps, but very few. Okay, and if you do want to contribute, for those who have, I do have a Patreon account for monthly contributors. I have PayPal, and you can click on the thanks button. That's the easiest if you're already set up. And you can donate 1, 5, 10, whatever you want to donate. Everything helps. So far, I did my work up through March. I haven't worked since March. Every bit helps. Okay, enough of that. Are you trying to bite me again? Huh? You trying to bite the hand that feeds you? That's Rocky, by the way. I'll put you right there. You're right next to me. Okay, so turn with me to Revelation 17, verse 1. He's going to play with my glasses, so I got to put them up. Playing with my comb, I'll have to put it up. I have to go look for these things when I lose them. Okay. Okay, I don't know what happened to this, but that is way too fast, the scrolling speed. So I just have to hit the space bar and stop and start it. The versions I use have a header which kind of helps you to give an idea of what the scripture is going to be about. And this one is The Scarlet Woman and the Scarlet Beast is the title. So verse 1, then one of the 7 angels who had the 7 bowls came and talked with me, saying, come, I will show you the judgment of the great harlot who sits on many waters. Now the harlot is obviously not a person. The Antichrist is a person, or a demon-possessed human being, but the harlot is basically a collection, and we're going to see that here. The harlot has been working. All this stuff of the New World Order, all this stuff of the One World Government, our current administration. I'm going to try to say some things, and hopefully I get away with it. Klaus Schwab. I sometimes call him Charles Schwab if I think they're going to filter me. But all these things are all part of this beast system. I just told you that George Soros bought more radio stations. He's part of the beast system. Bill Gates is buying up land in the United States so he can stop us from eating. He's part of the beast system. They're kings without crowns, which means they're just influential people. I just call them the billionaires. All right. The harlot who sits on many waters, with whom the kings of the earth committed fornication. The inhabitants of the earth were made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Obviously, they're selling their souls to this harlot to be part of it. all of our leaders, including King Charles, have been to this How to Overthrow the World session that they have every year in Switzerland, I think it is, the 2030 agenda. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast, which was full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The scripture is going to clear up all this and explain what it is. It's just giving you the message first. That's kind of the way this angel's working. Having 7 heads and 10 horns, the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet and adorned with gold and precious stones and pearls, having in her hand a golden cup full of abominations and the filthiness of her fornication. So, this organization is going to look very appealing, look very regal, full of abominations. And on her forehead the name was written. Some people don't put the comma in, so I want to make sure you understand it. It says Mystery, comma, Babylon the Great. It's not Mystery Babylon. We know who Babylon is. We know that God didn't destroy Babylon. He scattered them. It's come back together to form this beast. So it's Mystery, comma, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. Kitty's over on the table just playing with a napkin, tearing it to shreds. I saw the woman drunk with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I marveled with great amazement. So he gets this image of her. We don't know exactly what he sees as far as a vision. These are visions that are caricatures, cartoons, if you will. You know, we're told that Satan travels around like a lion to devour. These are descriptive terms to explain and draw a picture in your mind. They have no effect on me. I don't draw pictures in my mind. And, of course, John was amazed. Okay. But the angel said to me, "Why did you marvel? I will tell you the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carries her, which has 7 heads and 10 horns." So the angel, this is way too fast for me to control. Hang on a second while I try to adjust the speed. Come on, mouse. Gotta get it on a flat surface. There we go. Okay, that got it. I think I had it set fine last time, and the cat bumped everything, and I lost my text and everything, but we had enough. You were okay. Put my glasses back. Okay. So he's just explained that one image, and it says, "The beast that you saw was, is not, and will ascend out of the bottomless pit." He's connecting things that we've already studied. We know that they're going to have the key come down to the bottomless pit. They're going to open it up, and out of it's going to come Apollyon, or abandon, depending on which language you look at. He is the biggest, baddest, worst demon ever on the face of the earth, so bad that God had him locked up. God's going to let him out. He's going to inhabit whoever the Antichrist is. We don't know on earth who he is because we haven't seen him go through his transformation. He was, he's alive now, and is not, he will be killed, and will ascend out of the bottomless pit, and will inhabit him. He will be raised from the dead, and the demon will infect him. So this is tying all this stuff in. We can see all this. Bottomless pit, and go to perdition. He's going to hell eventually, and then eventually to the lake of fire. Okay, and those who dwell on the earth will marvel, whose names are not written in the book of life. from the foundation of the world. If you are not chosen by God as a Christian, you're going to marvel at this guy. They're going to applaud him. They're going to want him to come on the earth. They're going to hand him the key to the city. They're going to do everything they can to this guy. He's going to bring peace with a 7-year peace treaty. Yeah. The world will believe it. We're not going to be here when he shows up. We're the restraining force. We just looked at that. So we might, I'm sure we know who the human is. I'm sure he's on the earth now. He's one of the kings. He's one of the billionaires out there. You know, could it be Klaus Schwab? Could it be George Soros? Could it be any of these other guys? Could it be, Bill Gates, Elon Musk? My guess is it's going to be somebody younger, not these old guys, because they're going to try to appeal to the whole world. And he's going to die and come back, but he's not the person that he left. That person is gone. The demon's taken over. So however that person acted as a human, that's gone. We're now going to see Satan weaponize this human being. Literally. Okay. So the beast that was, is not, and yet is. And 19. Here's the mind which has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sits. So the woman is taking control of a large part of the world. 7 centers. Mountains represent centers of civilization. Now, we could narrow it down and say, well, Rome is on 7 hills and San Francisco is on 7 hills. We could do that, but it's more global. So it's 7 centers. So it could be the United States. It could be the United States and Rome and France and England. And it could be these different centers. We're not going to know for sure. There are also 7 kings. 5 have fallen. 1 is, and the other has not yet come. So I don't know. There have been different studies on who the 5 kings are. It's all speculation. The bottom line is the one that's to come. That is the Antichrist. Oh, come on, Katie. Stop pushing the mouse around. Okay, I got to get this back where I was. Okay. Where was I? Okay. The 10 horns which you saw are the 10 kings who have received no kingdom as of yet, but they receive authority for 1 hour as kings with the beast. These are of one mind, and they will give their power and authority to the beast. They will basically hand him the world. These will make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb will overcome them, for he is the Lord of lords and King of kings. And those who are with him are called chosen and faithful. So there will be a fight. You know who's going to win. This is after she's got the blood of martyrs and Christians on her. She's been reigning for a while, doing damage around the world. This is towards the end. Then he said to me, the waters which you saw where the harlot sits are peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. The waters are the world. See, whenever these phrases come up, they're explained. But they're only explained by people who really want to know. And the 10 horns which you saw on the beast, these will hate the harlot, make her desolate and naked, eat her flesh and burn her with fire. The beast will kill the harlot. Because the beast doesn't want to share glory. The beast is the Antichrist, which is Satan's spawn. He doesn't want to share power. The harlot's doing the setup work now, but she's about ready to be destroyed. And that will be some of our world economy stuff. The beast will be the one doing the 666 mark of the beast, remember? harlot will be gone. For God has put into their hearts to fulfill his purpose, to be of one mind and to give their kingdom to the beast until the words of God are fulfilled. And the woman who you saw is that great city which reigns over the kings of the earth. So we have imagery here. There are many ways to interpret these things, and that's kind of the problem. The bottom line is, these are the players, Satan's players, and that's all you really have to know. People have opinions on all this stuff, and they can have them, and I'm not going to argue with them. Their opinion's as good as anybody's. I have mine. Mine's as good as anybody's. We don't know. We won't be here, and God's going to deal with them. But this is to show you that God already knew, already had this all planned out. Knew that the harlot was going to come to power, ride on the back of the beast. The beast will be helping. And then the beast will come down riding on a white horse and save the world from itself. They will think he really is the Messiah. The Jews are looking for the Messiah. The Arabs are looking for the Messiah, or the return of Jesus. They actually believe in Jesus. They just don't think he's the Son of God. They just think he's a good prophet. If you argue with him, how can a good prophet lie? Then everything he said was a lie, because he can't be what he said he was, because he said basically he's the Son of God. But their interpretation is different. In any case, this is what's coming. This is why we're in the turmoil that we're in. The harlot is setting the stage. The beast is ready to go, about ready to take it over. The digital money is going to be a tool of the beast, not of the harlot. Now, it may be implemented, but the actual tool to get you to, bow down to the beast and to have the mark, that's the beast, not the harlot. So we've already got digital money out there now. It's just not widespread. They haven't collapsed our dollar yet. A lot of it depends on whether they can get this election. It would be a great time for a rapture between now and November 7th, so that we're not here to vote. And that way the beast can win, or the harlot can win. Because we would stop it easily. We would stop this election, hand it over to the big T, who may or may not be a good person. That's the main thing about the big T, is he opposes what's going on, at least on the surface. And he had a good track record for his 4 years. He reversed so much of the stuff that the current administration has been doing, and they did before, that they don't want him back. They're making great progress towards their 2030 agenda. They're ahead of schedule. The harlot system is ahead of schedule. The beast is excited about that too. All right. Don't let the world frighten you. Keep your prayers local. Make sure you've got strength in numbers locally. Get with your prayer groups, get with your church, get with your family. Make sure your strength is local. When that is completely solid, then you can branch out. Focus on home first. Home church, home family. Everything's centered on Jesus. Now, I have this recorded. We'll see whether or not I can get it uploaded or not. Tomorrow's video is in the process of being uploaded, so I don't have to get it uploaded tomorrow. I can upload it later on if I need to. So I just got to get it recorded, because this is light rain. I don't know if you can hear it. The haze that you're seeing outside is rain. It's not so hard that you can't see the water. I've seen that. I've got a canopy over here, so this window can be open and I'm not getting rained on. Pray for everybody that's in the path of this monster. It's It's not global warming. This is hurricane season. Now, we've been hit and had major damage from hurricanes every time our government goes against Israel. Just keep that in mind. The big hurricanes were because we did something against Israel. And we're keeping them from getting the necessary arms that they need. We're telling them to stop fighting, surrender, roll over, and die, basically. They don't say die, but that's the outcome. Surrender and roll over. And then death is what's left. That's what our president has been saying. Till we meet in the clouds. God bless.